your mic on? Yeah.
Hello and welcome to CapChat.
Hi guys, welcome to CapChat. My name is Nancy Masengo, your main host for today. With me are my super amazing co-hosts Sebastian and Vanessa. It's a real pleasure to be with you today. Well, this week has been so amazing in Tanzania. Yani sasa hivi nchi yetu, yani I was just talking to my friends. Actually, I was at this event na kulikuwa kuna baadhi ya foreign students ambao wanasoma. Nikamwambia guys, mnatakiwa kurudi nyumbani. This is the time. We had the Terminal 3 opened by Honorable President Magufuli this week. So looking at the ceremony, I saw our president who was doing push-ups and stuff, so he's super fit. Lakini kitu kizuri ni kwamba mimi sikuwahi kujua Tanzania tungeweza kuwa na Terminal 3. Kwa sababu it's such a huge space, unajua and it takes a lot of money. Lakini tumeweza kufanya hivi amongst other things. So I'll start with Vanessa. Najua unapenda kusafiri. Looking at that, kwako ilikupa what sense of you know, like we're in. So Tanzania, this is our time.
I'm really excited by this because number one, it's an evolution and it's a development, and any development for Tanzania, for me, is something that I'm happy about.
Yeah.
But my excitement started before this Terminal 3 launch. We were talking about the Mumbai flights, ATCL, and I remember I told you that my friend had said that he's going to take that flight and then come to Tanzania, come back to Tanzania with him. And then so when he got back, Kanicheki, the same night, I was like, okay, tomorrow we're chilling, so I need you to give me the 411. How was it? How was the flight? And he was like, it was really good. Because like when I was going through the airport, as usual, you see a lot of Indians, and then when you've checked in and you're waiting, then you start seeing Africans, so Tanzania, Wenzako, what. And the way that the service was really good. So I think this is one thing I want to like give a shout out to, not just the government, but ATCL as well, is I think what's happening now is accountability. Everybody's accountable for their actions. So there's no more that, oh, this happened, let it slide.
Yes.
So that is key. And with the Terminal 3, I think it brings more flights.
Absolutely.
More connections.
Yes.
And it allows our government to get more revenue.
Yes.
And people to, and kumbuka, with the Terminal 3 opening, there are people who have businesses now within Terminal 3.
Absolutely.
So that's also now another forward thing. So for me, it's an all-out positive move.
So before I go to Seba, guys, do you think I mambo ya connect flights you Dubai, Holland, you wapi huko, mnadhani hatutakuwa tunafanya hivyo tena kwa Watanzania wanaopenda kusafiri?
It's the situation. Like, if it's possible, who wouldn't want to do that? Sabu unajua, you're connecting, there's a lot of problems there. Huh? You like dropping off in places.
No. I like connecting flights for okay, I like to shop.
Okay, so
that's the benefit of connecting flights.
Okay, see, this is the challenge. Most of the people coming from Tanzania going abroad do not know the abroad world. So kama mimi ukiniuliza, most of them wanaenda kusoma, they're on scholarships, they're on whatnot. They don't know a lot of things about where they're going. So that tricky part of like connecting flights can become very tricky to a person who has never been out of Tanzania.
Good example is the Dubai airport.
Exactly.
It's huge.
Yaani ukishuka tu tembe kidogo imekula kwako.
Hata Schiphol. Schiphol is super.
So hiyo connect flights ni one of the positives. Lakini sasa hiyo sio kwa sababu ya Terminal 3, si ni kwa sababu tu ya flights zenyewe. Lakini ile maendeleo yoyote yana faida nyingi kuliko hasara. Sasa hasara zinatengenezwa na wale walopata maendeleo.
Ni kweli.
Like for instance, au wanao handle the machines and everything that's there. We hope that things will be working. Sababu tunajua airport yetu tatizo lake ni sometimes kuna vitu havifanyi kazi. Yaani vitu vingi afi kwa muda mrefu, yani in a long span of time.
Seba, sasa hivi na hii government.
Of course.
Alisema Vanessa kwamba sasa hivi kuna
unaenda, lakini kwani mara ngapi unaenda airport unakuta kuna vuja nini?
God willing, nikipata likizo. You all know, nikipata likizo, I'm like, shoo. Nikipata likizo nitakuja kuwapa feedback.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is we need to be accountable. Kama ulivyosema, we need to be accountable. Lakini sio tu wale wanao handle the machine. Hata sisi tunaoenda pale kutumia. Lakini that's one. Ya pili ni consistency sasa ya service. Kwa sababu nikwambie, no matter how good a place is, if the service is bad, it doesn't matter.
And no matter how accountable people are, if the service is
exactly.
bad, people won't want to come back.
Hakuna raha ya kupita hapo kama service ni mbaya. But sijawahi kuona service mbaya airport mimi binafsi. Mimi hapa binafsi. Mimi kwangu naamini kwamba with the new one it will be better, like unajua. So inawezekana labda ni mimi kwa sababu mimi nina nyota ya kupendwa na nini labda.
Kama Tanzania, Vanessa, how does that make you feel?
No, as a Tanzanian, I'm proud. That's number one. Lakini kama Seba alivyosema kwamba yeye hajawahi ku experience that.
No.
I personally have not experienced that as well. But I have friends who have experienced that ambao ni wa Tanzania.
Who told you about them?
They're the ones who told me directly.
Sasa ndio tatizo. Yaani unajua yani ndio maana mimi nasemaje? Unajua it's always good to talk about you. Kwa sababu gani? Kwa sababu when I tell you about me, I'll skip out the things that I did wrong. Unajua that's also important.
No.
What you'll say I know my friends. I know my friends. They're not like that.
Remember we talked about this I think last year in uni. There are two stories. There are two sides to a story and then there are three sides to the story. Your version, my version and the
real version. For pia sisemi kwamba ni uongo, inawezekana. And it happens everywhere. Hata huko tunakosema like there's the best service ever. Kuna muda wana slip, kuna muda wanakosea, kuna mmoja tu anaweza karibu the whole situation ikaonekana mbaya.
Lakini kwa hiyo, sorry, can I just really quickly because I'm nataka nitoe shout out. The people I've got this from 3 different people over the past maybe 8 months and then the common denominator was I am African, I look African, nikiongea Kiingereza, pale like hata pale kwenye just passport check, kabla hujafika hata kucheck in. It's that vibe ya kwamba wewe Mtanzania mbona unaongea Kiingereza?
Ongea Kiswahili ndio.
No.
Hiyo iko sana hata mimi
I understand what you're saying, but why kama ushajua kwamba wapo hivi?
No, Simba, but let me ask you a question. As it's your job to get me through. What does it matter what language I'm using?
That's why I'm being
Would you tell a white person to speak Swahili?
Unprofessional.
Would you tell an African American person who looks like me speaks English to speak English? Akishaona tu passport yangu ni ya Kitanzania alafu naongea Kiingereza, it's a problem.
Why? Nini uongee Kiingereza sasa?
But what if that's my comfort language?
Kwa nini comfort language yako ni Kiingereza kati wewe Mtanzania?
Kama mimi nikimwambia mambo poa, sorry, I'm checking in.
Why sorry, I'm checking in?
I hear what Vanessa is saying because to some people, English is their first language. Na ni Watanzania wengi wako hivyo.
Sikiza nikwambie. This is what language is.
Yeah.
You speak to me in a language that I understand, you go to my head. You speak to me in a language that is my like personal language, like my home language.
Yes.
You go to my heart.
Okay.
So if you want to go to those people's heart, kwani ukienda France, mbona ukienda kwenye restaurant kubwa you say like bonjour.
But Semba,
usijaribu hata kama wewe umetoka siku nyingi.
Wait, Semba, you're taking it in a personal way.
No,
let me say you
way.
are because I tell you something. That is a business.
I know what you're saying, and I know
whether I
it's
speak
wrong.
in English, Swahili, French, Spanish, German, it shouldn't matter.
Just to confirm, Seba, just to confirm what Vanessa said, I remember there was a time I was coming from uni, nikawa napita. Huyu mtu pale kwenye passport control ananiambia kabisa, kwa sababu watu wengine wanaongea Kiswahili wanadhani wao ni wa Tanzania.
Thank you.
I've experienced that. I was complaining to my uncle.
So Seba, does me speaking English when I go to a shop or I go to the airport, me speaking English make me less of a Tanzanian?
No. Yani what I'm saying, sisemi kwamba wanachofanya hao na wanapatia. Customer service haitaki kufanyika hivyo.
Guys,
but I'm speaking in your terms now. Like, why don't you just speak Swahili?
We're going to actually talk about the customer service in Tanzania. Actually, we had a topic on that.
Yeah.
Customer service.
Yes, we'll bring it now because now we're having more and more projects, amazing projects. Well, staying in Dar es Salaam, we know SADC meeting is coming this week. And Regional Commissioner Paul Makonda wants this city to be spick and span, to be totally clean. Na amesema kwamba ukikutwa unatupa takataka utadeki hiyo sehemu ambayo I think it's a kilometers worth of road or something like that. Kwa hiyo mnadhani guys, nyuma kule nakumbuka zamani Michael Jackson alikuja akawa amevaa mask. And then the world thought like, Dar es Salaam ni chafu nini. Lakini with the new plastic ban now, say every Saturday clean up operations, jiji letu linabadilika kidogo. Kwa hiyo mnadhani, are we fit to host this SADC meeting with regards to how presentable we are, how clean our city is?
I feel very strongly about this, by the way.
Okay, this is the issue. Unajua, this is the issue. Mimi hapa, what I think we should do, we should make our city clean, of course. Tena zaidi kwa sababu ya hii meeting.
Yes.
Mimi namuelewa mkuu wa mkoa. Umeelewa? But hii mambo ya kuwa msafi au nini? Yani, this is a long-term thing. This is not a short-term thing. I can't just change you like that. Come on. Yani, I can't just change you. Yani, sio sikuja tu kukwambia wewe saizi ubadilike. Yani, unajua? Yani Japan wanafundishwa wakiwa darasa kwanza na pili na tatu, wanafundishwa tu hygiene. Yani hygiene na well-being life skills. Sana hygiene, labda na karate kidogo, basi. Kwa matokeo yake, when they went to World Cup, tulikuwa tunazungumzia hapa. Walikuwa mechi ikiisha, wanaokota takataka za wenyewe.
Yes.
Wachezaji wao walipotolewa, wakasafisha ile nani changing room, wakasafisha afu wakaacha keynote kimeandikwa thank you in Russian, kwa sababu walikuwa Russian. Yani kwa sababu ndio walivyotengeneza. If you go to Iringa, Iringa is clean. Mpaka wewe mwenyewe unaona aibu.
Naomba nitoe shout out Kilimanjaro.
Moshi.
Nyumbani kwangu naomba nitoe shout out.
Yani umeelewa? Sasa ni kwamba wale watu wameshatengenezwa kuamini kwamba this is the right thing to do, this is the wrong thing. Sasa wewe unaniambia ni stupid takataka. Lakini pale unaponiambia ni stupid naziona takataka.
Hapo seba unadhani kwamba usafi it's a lifestyle thing.
Ndio maana yani kwamba unakuwa unazoea. Yani ni tabia ambayo unakuwa umeizoea. Yani huwezi kutamani kutupa takataka. Kwa sababu ushazoea kichwani mwako. Sasa what we have to do ni kudeal na hawa watu taratibu, kuanzia shuleni, kuanzia wapi, kuanzia makazini. Kama huku tuko kazini, tunapewa hiyo, yani hiyo inakuwa ndio routine yako. Sasa routine inafanya inatengeneza tabia. Kishatengeneza tabia ni kama kufunga mlango na kuchomoa funguo. Yani kama umezoea, yani ukifunga mlango unachomoa tu. Ukishazoea.
But then
I agree with you.
Do you think we are on the right track? Kwa sababu Dar es Salaam jamani zamani
ilikuwa haraka hivyo mimi. Naona hivyo tutatesana.
Tutafanya we are being too punitive.
May I say this? And with all due respect to the local government ya Dar es Salaam, with all due respect to the regional commissioner, I personally, and this is just me, an opinion of one person, find that hypocritical. Because kwa hiyo tunasubiri wageni waje ndo tunasafisha. Kwa hiyo wakiondoka baada ya sadaka tunaendelea na vitu ambavyo vinavyoendelea.
Even when Obama was here, tulipiga deki barabara when Obama was here.
It's ridiculous. It's something. It needs to be something that, number one, is not based on we're having this huge like meeting that has this heads of states coming in, so we're looking at perception.
Of course.
It's like I know that I'm going on a date, and I don't generally. Let's say I shower once a day, but that day I'll shower 3 times a day.
And shave probably.
You insist.
Well, guys. We've had Vanessa's take and Seba's with regards to the SADC meeting, but you know, appearance is everything. So let's hope that we join our regional commissioner in this, and we hope that this initiative itakuwa endelevu. And now going to Kenya, we have a group of female motorcyclists. These a group of ladies actually wameamua kwamba they want to get into cycling, to kuondoa ile hofu kwa wanawake kwamba cycling is scary, it's not safe, etc. But I found it rather sexy. Kwa sababu mimi I like motorcycles, lakini sijaweza kujipa enough courage to get into one na kujifunza.
I'm scared of motorcycles. I wouldn't get on a boda just because I'm scared. Because naangalia wanavyoendesha like barabarani.
Yes.
But I have a friend who runs a motorcycle shop. So he was like, I said, it's on my bucket list. Kujifunza kuendesha. But I'm still scared. I think this is awesome because it's like sort of like empowerment. Absolutely. That what you can do, we can do, and maybe we can do better. Maybe we should have more female motorcyclists in Dar es Salaam streets. I don't know.
Sema niliona kama kidogo What's your
Kenyans,
take?
no, Kenyans with biking, like mimi, I went there and I was surprised kwamba wao wako serious sana na wako serious kiasi kwamba wana society. So when they have a society inakuwa ina rules, regulations. Wao wadada kwa mfano wale bikers sasa, wale kuna picha moja imepita wale ambao ni zile professional bikes. Achana na hizi bodaboda kwanza. So wale wanakuwa wanavaa attire kabisa hizo ambazo zinatakiwa. So ukitoka nao lazima umevibe full na uruhusiwi kunywa, uruhusiwi kufanya. Yaani unatakiwa kwamba kuna viongozi wakikuona na nini, kuna sehemu ya kujifunzia, kuna mashindano yake. And whatnot. Maybe personally, I'm a fan of watching bikers, but not even being on one of them.
But have you ever tried?
No, I would never try that. I don't even know how to ride a bike.
Can you get on a border, Seba? Can you ride
as a passenger? When there's no other option. Yani that's the last option I have.
I
mean, okay, the first and last time I was on a motorbike, it was I think about 4 years ago.
Really?
It was a Friday. I woke up, couldn't get a Bajaj. We had our usual Friday meetings. Okay. And then when I took me to the office, so when I dropped, so najua kuna kile kipande cha pale pembeni ambacho kina burn really hot. It left me a scar till today. It hurt for days. For days. And then hapo tayari I didn't like bikes.
Ukiwa na hofu unavo kuwepo kwenye motorbike, I think you're at high risk of falling because you have to go with the flow.
My brother chats kabisa.
Mimi yani amna kitu napenda kama motorbike.
But we've already established Ken is a special being.
Kenyan women are brave.
Hapa Tanzania nafikiri ni ngumu kidogo kwa sababu wadada wa Tanzania wakiwa tu kwenye magari ni waoga. Sasa sipati picha kwenye pikipiki.
Mimi nishasema it's on my bucket list. Tena labda nihamishie mwaka huu. Nilikuwa nimesema next year.
Kuna zile scooter Vanessa ambazo hazina.
A scooter is not those are two different things. Scooter mimi listen, a scooter ingekuwa tu sio barabara yangu kwenda nyumbani ni mbaya, ningenunua scooter ambayo ningekuwa natembea nayo kuja kazini kila siku.
With a nice helmet, on your head. That would.
A motorbike is a beast, and it's a beast in a worse sense of kwamba.
I know.
You don't have the protection of the car, like unajua the four walls. It's like if you get into a collision, you fly.
Now, I asked one of the bikers, ushai kufika speed gani kubwa kuliko zote? And without without a doubt, she said 280.
Really?
I'm like 280 what? She's like 280 kilometers per hour. I'm like, can you see the front? I'm like, unaona barabara kama imebaki line. I'm like, and then alafu kule kwao all the bumps ziko marked.
Yes.
Kwa sababu yao hao. Sasa nikaanza nikasema hizi barabara zetu za Sinza.
Well, we need, I think with the new road networks that our Honorable President is actually laying out across Tanzania, tutaweza kuwa na some nice tracks that we can learn.
Waweke marks. Kwa sababu marks hamna. Kama mimi barabara napitaga piki kila siku.
Yeah, we can learn motorcycling. Anywho, this week has been International Friendship Day. And looking at marafiki, nadhani ni kiungo kimoja super amazing kwenye maisha ya binadamu. Mimi I can't see myself without my friends.
Lakini naona kama ni kiungo ambacho mkiwa wadogo kinakuwa na nguvu zaidi kuliko majukumu yakianza kutokea. Na unajua ni kwa nini?
Kwa nini?
Kwa sababu you start finding out that some of your friends were not that much important as friends, and maybe they were not even your friends. They were just like people you were with at that particular time. You had same time, you had the same things that you wanted to do, but they're not
for a season and a reason.
Yeah, yani unavyokuwa na nini ndio tunawaambia wadogo zetu na kwamba okay, that's your friend, but make sure you do your own thing, kwa sababu at the end of the day you never know like mtaishia wapi. Kuna siku mtafika mimi kama if I look back at myself, I was just telling this to someone leo kabisa kwamba hebu jifikirie kwamba like you yourself 10 years ago angewekewa video ya wewe wa sasa hivi angekubali kwamba mimi ndo nitakuwa vile, yani unajua, and then would you like yourself or would you hate yourself? Moja. Pili, would you think that that's what you're going to become? Angalia, kumbuka wale marafiki zako ambao ulikuwa unasema ni this is a ride or die, tutaanzisha kampuni, tutafanyaje na nini, unajua. So it's like that. So sometimes you look back na hiyo inakutengenezea pia, angalia size ya marafiki unaotengeneza, unaamini this is the guy, this is the like the girl, this is everything, this is my everything, this is my friend na nini. After a while inawezekana akawa tu mtu fulani mnafahamiana.
So I have always had a very small circle of friends. I think you know this about me. I have people that I care about, and if I care about you, then I literally care about you.
You go all the way.
Seba is one of those people.
Yes.
I schooled with him in university. And I believe that with friendship, there are times you have to like grow apart, and then like at certain points you might like come back and be like tight friends as you are, but the love is still the same. The fact that I'll have your back is still the same. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's that perception of if I don't see you every day, or if I don't talk to you every day or every week, we're not friends. No.
No.
No. For me, a friend is a person that I will ride for.
Yes.
Seba and I don't hang out like the way we used to. That's true, because number one, he's got a family, child, he's got responsibilities. I have responsibilities. But if Seba calls me at 3 a.m. and tells me, V, I need ABCD, and I can help him, I will. That's awesome. Actually, not even just before we even get to the conversation. He's one of the few people whose phone calls I will pick up at 3 a.m.
And you know, Vanessa, what you've said is really heartwarming, because to have such a kind of friendship, haimaanishi kwamba you are in each other's pockets. It means that when it really matters, that's when you know, I call Seba, I call Vanessa. And I think that's what a lot of people miss out. Wanadhani kuwa na real friends wale mnaenda
mnashikana sasa hivi. Yani you're my handbag. Here we are.
Ile ya 3 a.m. that's a real friend.
Kuna kosa lingine watu wengine wanafanya hiyo kosa, wanasema
even Seba is a bit teary.
Someone can call you after akwambia.
Seba doesn't care.
It's teary. Seba doesn't you've touched a very soft spot with him.
Seba doesn't.
Yes, Seba, sorry.
So what I was saying is, yani kuna watu wanafikiria kwamba wana hiyo mistake wanafanya kwamba when they think about friends, wanafikiri mtu anaweza kupigia simu na kumwambia, "Bwana, mbona vipi shwari? Mbona unicheki mwanangu?" Unajua yani that's a very stupid question. Yani kwamba unajua like I have to have a reason to check you out. I'll say inawezekana I have missed you. That can be a reason.
I missed you, let's go for lunch.
Sawa. Lakini if I haven't missed you, if we don't have anything we have to do, and I have other things I have to do, siwezi tu kukaa nikasema miss Nancy.
Wait. So then, no. Sasa, now that person who makes that call, you're like, why couldn't have this call been about, hey, I missed you. How are you?
Hey, what's up?
Yes. Why does it have to be a complaint of what I'm not doing when you're calling?
What I'm wondering is, on Friendship Day, what do they do?
On Friendship, I remember.
I didn't even realize it was Friendship Day.
When we were young, we used to have
like. I realized it was Friendship Day.
We used to have like bracelets. Do you remember wearing friendship bracelets?
In school,
teenage years, back in the day. Lakini mimi nadhani, I'm so happy to know, like Vanessa and Seba, you have, because you guys have known each other a long time. I'm really happy to know that friendship is there. And for those of you out there, jamani, mtafute wale marafiki ambao, a friend is someone is there for you in need. And in this world, sasa hivi tunahitaji sana yule mtu anajua. He has to be there without even saying anything. And you get that comfort from that friend. Kwa hiyo,
can I add one thing?
Yes.
Friendship, I think a lot of people get wrong the fact that because that's your friend or your best friend, it means that every day you have to be happy. The most people that I argue with, the most people that I know in my life, you included sometimes, and I know you as well, are the people that I care about. Because I care about you, I'm invested in you.
I hear you.
So that's why it's easier for you to annoy me than somebody that I'm not invested in.
And you care enough to give a damn.
Exactly.
Why? Jamani, mmesikia huko This is a perfect friendship.
We should make a friendship a topic.
We will. We'll definitely do it. I'm
sure
Director Joy is listening to take jobs down.
And the dynamics of friendship.
Hiyo ni lazima. Well, guys, before we go on a break, Ethiopia wamepanda miti milioni 350. This is like they've hit the Guinness World Record. Now, see those cute babies. It's really good for Ethiopia. Now, mimi na kitu kinachonishangaza kuhusiana na Ethiopia ni kwamba they have the best airlines. Wakiamua kufanya vitu wanafanya na njaa na nini, but it's really fantastic for them. to have done this. Na nilikuwa naangalia BBC wakawa wanasema kwamba hata nchi nyingine sidhani they will be able to break this world record. Kwa hiyo guys, how does that make you feel kwamba wenzetu wameweza hivi? Kwa nini na sisi tusiweze? Tuna serikali za mtaa, najua mtaa wangu kuna nyumba 15, ni wachukue tukapande miti. Why are they not doing this?
Kwa sababu unajua, okay, you can't hit a target that you don't have. It's easy.
That's deep.
Yeah, yani, okay, it's hard to hit a target.
Yes.
That's hard enough. Sema una mshale au nini kurusha. That's already challenging.
I hear you. Yeah.
Now imagine ukiwa umefungwa macho. That's even harder, si ndio?
Yeah.
Now imagine ile target ikiwa haipo.
I hear you.
You're just aiming recklessly.
You can't hit a target that's not there. So the first issue is to realize what's the most important thing we need to do.
Yes.
Do we need to tell people that SADC is coming, so don't do this and that and this and that? Is that one of the things? Okay, if that's the important thing for us, for now, no problem, because that's the immediate issue.
Yeah.
But in the long run, what is the long run thing that we need to do? Do we need to call meetings and ask people kuhusu relationships zao na nini? Is that our long-term goal? Umeelewa? Yani kwa swala ni kwamba wao wenyewe Ethiopians wameangalia wakaona in the long run, and this is something that legendary the late Dr. Mengi did. He thought about it and he was like, I'm gonna build a house, I'm gonna build this, I'm gonna build this, and then he thought about it and he was like, huku karibu na kwetu kuna mlima Kilimanjaro. And then the habitats pale panaharibika.
Yes.
And he was like, mimi nitapanda miti hapa.
Yeah.
Mimi nikwambia, mimi if you ask me, I'm sure that if you ask me, among the 3 things I'll forever remember Dr. Mengi for, that's one of them, because mimi nimepanda Kilimanjaro.
Me too.
So I know the first day mnavopita kwenye ile miti and you're like, huyu mzee alisababisha.
That's legendary. Pale chini kabla hujaanza kuclimb, unaona
ukungu kabisa. Unaona udongo wake ulivyo. Unaona jinsi unavyokubali rutuba. So hivyo ni vitu ambavyo yule aliwaza yeye mzee, akawaza kwamba pamoja na kwamba na legendary things others. Lakini amewaza kwamba goal hiyo. Sasa swala ni hilo kwamba je, tuna viongozi ambao wanaweza kuwa na long term goals ambazo za maana?
I tell you something funny about I literally came from having this conversation where I was before we came to work with a few friends, Raja B, whatever, and we were talking about, and I didn't know this, I learned something new there. The reason why, and I'm so happy that we're now really advancing in sports, but the reason why we sort of maybe were a step behind of maybe the rest of Africa, like the countries that are very forward, is kumbe in 1994, they cut off. That was the time ambayo jeshini ilikuwa mandatory, alafu sio miezi 3 kama sasa hivi, ilikuwa miezi 9. And then, but then they couldn't sustain it because of economic issues. They had to prioritize the basic stuff. And then the 2 things that were cut out of was the mandatory 9 months and the sports budget. In terms of, it wasn't reduced, it was just cut off. So now then we had to start from scratch.
Well, guys, I'm sorry to cut you short, Vanessa. When we come back, we'll just finish nicely with you. We're going on a quick break. When we come back, we'll be discussing our main topic, which is nicknames. Don't go anywhere.
First time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him and he's going to be dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him and he's going to be dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Joaquinho, he did lose to Len.
Well, guys, you're watching CapChat. We've just finished on our first segment. Thank you so much for having been with us. We've had an array of interesting topics, from Ethiopia tree planting to our Terminal 3 airport, Julius Kambarage International Airport. Sasa hivi tunaenda kuongelea nicknames. Na unaweza ukatupigia simu kupitia 0677 333 000.
Kabla hujaendelea na this is what I wanted to talk about. Tulivyosema tukasema ngoja tuende kwanza break.
Na kabla wewe unaendelea 0677 333 000.
Yes.
Nickname.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Yeah, anyway, kulikuwa na mechi ya Taifa Stars na Kenya.
Okay.
Alafu ilikuwa ni mechi ya CHAN, yani mashindano ni kuqualify kwenda kwenye mashindano ya CHAN. Mashindano ya CHAN ni kama AFCON lakini ya wachezaji ambao wanacheza local league tu. Kwa wale kina Wanyama, kina Mbwana Samata wanakuwa wapo.
Nice.
And ilikuwa niko mechi ya kwanza ilichezwa hapa, tulitoka sare 0-0.
Yes.
Tumeenda Kenya na tumewafunga
4-1
kwa penalty 4-1. Kwa penalty.
Playing with Harambee?
Yeah, Harambee Stars.
We bet Harambee?
Yeah. Kwa hiyo tumewafunga. Kwa hiyo nilikuwa nasema tu kwamba sometimes
the same Harambee we showed to AFCON.
Ambao walifunga kwa 3-2. Kwa hiyo
tumeenda na hasira zetu.
Tanzania we are going places eh.
Tumeenda na hasira zetu.
Hapo unajua nini, naonea huruma sana ndugu zetu kwa sababu we have the last laugh, lakini pia it is the most important thing. Yani tumewafunga kwenye the important part. Kwa sababu kule walitufunga kweli, lakini wote tulitolewa. Sasa huku si tumewatoa wao. Anyway, tunaweza kuendelea na nicknames.
Yes, on nicknames. Shemeji, does it fall under nickname?
Si kama Wakenya tunawaita mashemeji.
Well, Vanessa, do you have a nickname?
Yes, I do, but then my nickname has an explanation behind it.
Okay.
My nickname is Trouble.
All right.
I got that from my best friend years and years ago.
Right.
When I was very shy, I didn't never know that I was going to get into broadcasting. I used to be a very quiet person. But I am very, which now goes back to Friendship Day.
Yes.
I'm very sensitive about my friends. You can't disrespect my friends around me. I'm not a fighter. I don't fight. I don't like fighting. If I was going to fight, I'd probably lose. But my mouth seems to have a life of its own when I feel like my friends, and for me, it's not even just me. You can talk badly about me, and I can tolerate that. But if you talk badly about people that I care about, so that's where, for me, the nickname Trouble came from. Because you see me, I'm very quiet, very chill. Not anymore, but back then. And then when I start speaking, it's a whole other person.
Okay. Vanessa has a nickname, Seba.
Okay, you can say Seba is my nickname. Like, it's a short form, but that's the only name that I'm known for. Lakini, I used to have a nickname, and this nickname came because I was explaining to a lot of people about Rastafarian nature, and I was explaining to a friend of mine. Pinisho nilikuwa napenda sana reggae na nilikuwa naimba reggae.
He was Rastafari face.
So my
you still sing reggae?
Yeah, sometimes. Umeona, so my friend nilikuwa namuelezea kwa nini Rastafari, kwa nini inaitwa Rastafari. Kwa sababu Haile Selassie alikuwa anaitwa Tafari, and he was a Ras. Kwa anamuita Rastafari. Umeona? So nikanambia Rastafari ndo maana yake. Kwa hiyo akiniona ananambiaje, basi wewe utakuwa Sebafari. Umeona? Kama Sebafari. So ikawaga ananiita hivyo.
I see the connection.
Now that's ikastuck kidogo. Kwa watu ambao ni wananijuaga na imbaga reggae wengi wako wananitaga Sebafari.
Oh, Seba, pronounce Rastafari the way it's supposed to be pronounced.
Rastafari.
Rastafari. So hivyo ndo. So I can say I have a nickname kwa sababu mimi ninavyojua nicknames zinakuwaga ile ambao kuna baadhi ya watu they don't like hawakujui tena kwa jina lingine saa zingine. Yaani kama ni Hans kwa mfano, yaani watu anaitwa jina labda Hassan, lakini watu washazoea kumuita Hans. Yaani inakuwa hilo ndo jina. Au labda anaitwa Rashidi, washazoea kumuita Chidi. Yaani hiyo Chidi inakuwa Chidi kweli kweli. Au kama mtu anaitwa Rajabu, watu washazoea kumuita Dizo. Yaani ni Dizo, yaani unajua. Kwa people so yaani hiyo inakuwa ni nickname. Hiyo ndio inaitwa nickname.
Kwa hiyo mnadhani it's an endearment ama sometimes it pisses people?
No, sometimes it depends. It depends on how the nickname was formed. Because I know people who don't like their nicknames, but they're still called that. Exactly. When you don't like something somebody calls you, then everybody wants to call you.
I have a friend called Mbwa. Yeah, mwanangu sana.
Okay, why?
Mbwa.
Really?
Mbwa kivipi sasa?
Kabisa.
In what context sasa?
That's
But we are like, tushazoea. Oh, mbwa vipi bwana? Fresh.
And he's okay with it?
He's cool.
Na mnamuita hivyo?
Yeah.
Why?
When I post this video, I'm gonna tag you.
Oh yeah, wait.
There's weird nicknames.
I just remembered I have a second nickname which is Clumsy, and I've had that since I was young. Mimi nilikuwa ni yule mtoto ambaye natembea 1 2 3, I fall, I hurt myself.
Yeah.
For you guys who've seen my legs, I have a lot of makovo from falling and hurting. I'm always hurting myself.
Yeah.
So Clumsy.
So kuna nicknames ambazo unazitengeneza and you like people to call you and they call you. And then kuna nicknames ambazo zinatokana labda na
tabia, ulivyo, yeah.
Kuna mtu anaitwa macho au kuna mtu anaitwa kidevu au mtu anaitwa bichwa. Unajua yani kwa sababu ya utani watu wanamtania. Mimi I went to a rig and this was very funny. So I met this guy wanamuita albino. I'm like, why wanamuita albino? Kwa sababu the guy is dark. Unajua dark.
So the opposite.
So the opposite kwa wanamuita albino. Oh, ashazoea. And everybody's like albino. Umeona? Kuna sehemu mtu anaitwa hiki. Yaani kuna majina ambayo mengine unataka. Sasa kama hutaki jina liitwe, ni bora unyamaze. Hivyo unavochukia. Ina stick.
Though it sort of like picks up and watu wanaendelea kukuita hivyo. Lakini unadhani majina mengine ya utotoni jamani, unadhani tukiwa wakubwa how do we escape from that? Ama we just have to put up with it?
Mengine ni unajua I think majina ya utotoni saa nyingine unakuta sasa unaitwa na a specific group of people who've known you since you were young. And I also think sometimes nicknames zina phase out.
Well, we have someone from Moshi. Welcome to CapChat. Hello.
Hello.
Habari za jioni.
Habari za jioni nzuri, habari za kwenu?
Salama, vipi wewe, nickname yako ni nani?
Nickname yangu mimi ni KP.
Okay.
KP imetoka wapi?
Yeah.